Welcome to the Kale Houser Leadership Secrets podcast. Today, we're going to talk about your customer's perspective. Welcome back, everybody, to the Kale Houser Leadership Secrets podcast. My name is Kale Houser. I appreciate you joining me today. I am the co-founder and CEO of Kale Houser Leadership, along with my amazing wife, Liz Houser, who is co-founder and COO of Kale Houser Leadership. Our whole goal and mission is to get the tools that you need into your hands in the form of like actual mindset tools, practical tools of how to interact and communicate with your team, all the things to include, sales and marketing and all that jazz, hiring, firing, performance reports, SOPs, if that's something you need help with. Our goal is to get that into your hands as a leader, as a small business owner, somebody that has found themselves in charge of teams, and maybe you're struggling a little bit. Maybe you're realizing that whatever got you to this point of hiring a team or being a manager or supervisor or leader of a team is an entirely different skill set than what you need to be successful as that leader. And that's the entire point of this podcast and our service to the marketplace. I hope you find this podcast beneficial. If you are, please make sure you subscribe. Let me know, leave a comment, leave a DM. I'm happy to respond and answer any questions that you may have. You can always shoot me an email at kale@kalehouserleadership.com if it's something that's more involved or you don't want like on a public forum DM type of thing. Okay, so today we are talking a little bit about your customer's perspective, because I'm finding that so often, and I certainly didn't have this perspective when I started, there are certain moments that you have these awakenings in your business where you kind of understand like, holy smokes, I didn't even realize that. Holy smokes, that hadn't even crossed my mind as a thing. And occasionally we run across people that they haven't even really thought about who their customer is. Now, I'm certainly speaking in broader business terms, but this absolutely applies to you as the leader as you're building your team. Just like you need to know who is it that buys your frozen yogurt, what kind of people walk into your shop, what kind of people visit the area that you've got your store front in, right? That come to downtown Dallas or wherever your store is. You need to understand that customer and what brings them there, what drives them, why would they want to buy frozen yogurt in the first place, and how can you market and appeal to that person. The same principles apply as you're building your team. What kind of person do you want on your team? What kind of background should they have? Experience should they have? What kind of goals are they most likely to have as they come join your team? Of course, this changes on the various levels of positions, whether it be entry level or, maybe you're hiring a chief operating officer and you're a well-established company. You've got a large team already, but you need additional leadership because you are expanding, or you're getting into new markets that maybe you don't have expertise in and you need additional experience with that. So what is your ideal staff member? What is your ideal employee? What is your ideal teammate that you can start looking for and advertising for and marketing for, in the sense of how do you attract that person to your workplace to come work with you and help you grow your team? And it's really your ability to see their perspective. And it's simple in theory, but a little tricky in application, because you have to take your mind out of your current, everything everything you're experiencing, and all your hopes, fears, and dreams, and terrors, like all that kind of stuff, and put it into your potential. Put it into that person that is out there wandering the streets, looking around for something to fulfill their life, to give it meaning. And how do you become that? How do you, as the frozen yogurt shop owner, the bakery owner, the accounting firm owner, how do you create that culture, that environment, and that opportunity to attract the people that you want to be a part of the thing that you're building, to be a part of the service you're providing, to be part of the development of this new product or this new direction that you're going, this new industry you're trying to break into, this new community you're trying to break into? But it goes certainly beyond that market research aspect of it, of, okay, here's the demographics of my community, that the labor pool I have to draw from. We've got this community college over here, this tech college over here, a university over here. Like, what are areas that you can start spreading out and getting yourself known to those future potential, employees and staff members? But as we think about this, and we're kind of approaching this on a dual aspect, because it's really important that you understand both sides of this coin. One is, right, attracting the people you want to work with you, and then attracting your ideal client, your ideal customer, people that you need to sell your product and services to. You need to be in your world in order for you to have a successful business. And what does that look like? Because it goes beyond just the basic market research. You must be able to understand, when we're talking about customers and clients, you must be able to understand price. Like, where do you fit in the industry as they're looking around and getting different prices, and how do you value add against other companies that are in your similar market? Your reputation, absolutely. Now this goes for both. What is your reputation telling your customers? Do you have a reputation one way or another, or are you still relatively unknown? Which is a great place to be, because now you have an opportunity to purposely build your reputation, purposely do the things to actively build your reputation so people know you for certain things. Do they want to know you as you're the one that's always down doing, highway cleanup? They see your name on the sign that says, this mile of road is sponsored by, whatever, Vandalay Industries. Are you the one that's down helping the local animal shelter? Are you the one that has the ginormous billboards? Like, what is your reputation that you're building in your area of influence, whether that be your local community, online, whatever that looks for you? Conferences, trade shows. What does that look like for you, for your reputation? Because this has dual purpose. Of course, you want to attract clients. Of course, you want to attract future customers that want to work with your amazing company because you're the best, or you're the most value. You're the easiest, most easily accessible. You have the most robust program, whatever. You're the cheapest. What do they want to come work for you for? But then on the flip side, why should an employee come work for you? Why do people flock to Chick-fil-A versus flocking to Taco Bell? Now, Taco Bell has a certain demographic. Taco Bell has a target audience that they're going after. I'll stereotype. It's the 2 a.m. college crowd, the just kind of got off a bender and they need something to eat, and it's one of the few places that are open that late. Chick-fil-A is certainly a little bit more family oriented, right? Closed on Sunday. They respect the family, they respect the time off, and just the feel of their restaurant is different. So what is that for you? What is the feel of your workplace? Because the same thing, different workers go to work at those different locations. There is a different worker that works at Chick-fil-A than there is at Taco Bell, right? We've seen this. If you've ever been into a Taco Bell or a McDonald's, it's a different kind of worker with their attitude, because they attract a different kind of worker with their attitude on each end of the spectrum. And I'm not trying to say that Chick-fil-A is the gold standard, but I think we can pretty well all agree that there is a different level of service and quality of product and quality of people working there at a Chick-fil-A than your typical Taco Bell or McDonald's or things of that nature. Not to put anyone down there. I'm not meaning that by any stretch, but you must understand this as the business owner and leader. The type of company and culture that you create is what attracts both your clients and the people that you want to work with. So I would encourage you, if you have not gone through this process on both ends of the coin, do you have, an avatar? Do you have that ideal, like, all right, here's Tom. Tom is, 45. He's got a wife and 2 kids and a dog, and that's our ideal customer. That's who we're going after. Maybe you do, window cleaning, or you install blinds. Like, okay, they've got a 3-bedroom home. They live in these types of communities because, this is the service that you're going after. You sell solar. Like, obviously you're going after people that own homes, not people that live in apartments. So there's a different demographic that works with that. So have you thought through this process of what your ideal customer and avatar looks like beyond just where they live? But like, get into it so you can really start identifying and figuring out, well, okay, they live in a house, but are they renting that house? Okay. They live in that house, but are they rooted in the community, or are they just kind of passing through? Like, these are all things that go into, especially like if you're a solar company, these are all things that go into that and increase your likelihood of making the sale, as people are obviously, if they're more rooted and they plan on being in their house for the next 30 years, 50 years, whatever. So you can be able to sell towards that. But on the same token, what is your reputation and what is your avatar for a future employee, a future team member? what qualities and core values, there's that word again, what qualities and core values do you instill and I'm hesitant to use the word enforce, but highly encourage in your workplace? And how do they align with that? What type of people are you looking for? And this will help you out. If you need help with your interview process, if you need help with this and figuring it out, please, please, please visit kalehouserleadership.com. Download our top 10 interview questions to start asking right now so you can find the right people in your business. It will do absolutely nothing but make your interview process bigger, better, more streamlined, and absolutely more effective as you're looking to add team members to your organization. So really look into your customer's perspective. And when I say customer, right, two sides of this coin. Your future clients and actual customers, people that are paying you for some service or product, and then your future employees, your future staff member. Like, how do they join your team and are a value add to your team? In that sense, you need to see both sides of that coin and their perspective of how they see you as a leader, you personally, and you as your organization, you as your business, you as your department. Make sense? All right, I hope you found this beneficial. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. I look forward to talking to you soon. Likes, comments, and subscribes are fantastic. I look forward to seeing your comments and chats, and I'll respond to them as soon as I possibly can. No matter where you're at in the world, have a fantastic afternoon. Bye.